Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Cowboys. Cowboy, North Carolina, South Carolina. Hello, you guys. Hey, Alan, how are you? Hello, YouTubers, TikTokers, and Instagram. I rarely go live on Instagram, but I need to do more of that. I rarely go live on my YouTube, but what I would like to do now, and I want to dig into it. Y'all already know on TikTok how we do. Hello, Mind Blower. Hey, Highness, how are you? We're going to talk about money for your business. Let's start off with what you guys already know. I want to start off with. We're going to start off talking about the $10 billion government loan called the SSBCI government loan. This is a government loan that's been out for quite a while. It has $10 billion for business owners to apply. Each and every state requested a portion of the 10 billion so that their business owners can apply in their state. Now, if you're on my TikTok, then you already know how this go. I'm not going to start talking until you blow up the likes and share the live. I do not get paid for TikToks. I am not an influencer. I own a small business consulting firm in North Carolina. I only use this page to be able to market my business. So I don't get paid for it. All I need you to do is help me help another business owner. And the way that we do that is by sharing the live and blowing up the likes. Share the live and blow up the likes. And then we're going to talk about the $10 billion government loan called the SSBCI. As always, I'm always going to tell you to do your research. Do your research, guys, on me. Do your research on the government loan. But it is legit, you guys. The unfortunate part about that is it's not a lot of information out there about it. This screenshot behind me on TikTok, that is what's going to tell you the most information they're going to give you. But what I'm about to give you right now is not found on that website. So blow up the likes and share the live with another business owner. And then if you would like to know how much of this $10 billion government loan is available for you to apply for it in your state, drop your state in the comments and I'll let you know. This is information that I got exclusively from investing in that training with the government. And when they flew me out to the White House on 13th, I got to have breakfast and lunch with members of Congress, and I got to ask questions about this $10 billion government loan. Remember, if you're on my TikTok page, we don't get started until we have a lot of likes and a lot of shares. Share the live and blow the likes up, you guys, so that more business owners can find out about this funding. We're talking about the SSBCI government loan. It has $10 billion for business owners to apply. Each state requested a portion of that 10 billion so that their business owners in their state can apply. The four minimum requirements for this government loan, and all we're doing is we're waiting for likes and shares. Blow up the likes and share the live. The four minimum requirements for this government loan, you guys, is you have to have articles of incorporation. If you got your articles of incorporation, let me know in the comments. Drop a heart, drop some check marks, drop something. Let me know I ain't talking to myself. If you have your incorporation for your business. If you don't know what an articles of incorporation is, you probably don't have one. Thank you, Florida Real Estate. Okay, number one mind blower. All right. Second minimum requirement for this government loan. Please blow up the likes and share the live. Blow up the likes and share the live. Second minimum requirement to get approved for this $10 billion government loan, you have to have your business bank account. If you have a business bank account, let me know in the comments. Now, we're not talking about that business bank account we came up with in our head. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. It's in your personal name, but you always saying you only going to feed business income through it. That's not going to work. This is a government loan. They checking this, okay? All right. Articles of incorporation, business bank account. That's 2 out of 2 I see over there. 2 out of 2 Florida real estate. Thank you so much. I don't know where these balloons be coming from, but whoever's watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Third, minimum requirement for this to get this business loan. It is a government loan. It's called the SSBCI. These are the four minimum requirements in order to get approved for this $10 billion government loan. Remember, if you're on my TikTok, we're sharing the live and blowing up the likes. Sharing the live and blowing up the likes. Third minimum requirement for this government loan is what I have found to be the one that most business owners don't have a clue about. And don't listen, I'm laughing with you, not at you. Like, I did not have this minimum requirement either. So the third minimum requirement to get approved for this government loan is you have to have a business plan. If you got a business plan, let me know in the comments, especially my TikTokers, because y'all always like, nah, I don't have that. That's the one that I don't have. If you have a business plan already done, please let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments that you got your business plan. Listen, this is my eighth business, right? I opened my first business when I was 17, and this is my first time ever having a business plan. And the only reason I got it done is because I applied for this government loan. So again, I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing with you guys. Okay, share the live and blow up the likes. Share the live and blow up the likes. Okay, so we got 3 out of 3 over here. Fourth minimum requirement to get approved for this government loan is my favorite. Okay. It is the only reason I applied. It is the only reason I've been yelling about it on my TikTok for over a year. You only need a 550 personal credit score. That's it. 550 personal credit score. If you got at least that, if you got at least 3 out of the 4 articles of incorporation, business bank account, business plan, and have at least a 550 credit score, let me know in the comments. Even if you're on my Instagram, if you have at least 3 out of the 4, we're talking about the $10 billion government loan called the SSBCI. Each state requested a portion of the 10 billion so that their business owners can apply in their state. Now, let's talk about how much of this funding is available for you to apply in your state, because it is first come, first serve. So that means once the funding runs out in your state, that's it. They're not going to replenish it. So if you would like to know how much of this $10 billion government loan is available for you to apply for it in your state, go ahead and drop your state in the comments. And that can be on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. Drop your state in the comments if you would like to know how much of this $10 billion government loan is available for you. California has the most. California has a total of $1 million for this government loan. Here's the deal. Once I tell you how much, go share the live. Blow up the likes and share the live. Blow up the likes and share the live with another business owner. Blow up the likes and share the live. So California was first. ABC, Right and Ready, and Miss Elaine, 1 million. Florida, Miss Sexy, Florida has 488 million of the 10 billion for their business owners to apply. Louisiana actually has 113 million of the 10 billion. Go share the live for me. Who else we got? New York has 501 million of the 10 billion for their business owners to apply for this government loan. Who else do we have? Florida, again, 488 million of the 10 billion in Florida for their business owners. Georgia has 200 million of the 10 billion for their business owners to apply for this government loan. Washington has 163 million of this 10 billion for their business owners to apply for this government loan. Texas has 472 million of the 10 billion for their business owners to apply for this government loan. Illinois has 355 million of the 10 billion for you to apply. Nevada actually has 113 million of the 10 billion. Let's stop. Let's pause. Blow up the likes and share the live. Blow up the likes and share the live. Let's talk about this. If you're on my YouTube, just drop it in the chat and I'll be able to tell you how much of this $10 billion government loan is available for you to apply. All right. 4 minimum requirements: articles of business bank account, business plan, and 550 credit score. Now, y'all know I'm very transparent. I'm going to tell you the bold print, $10 billion, right? And I'm going to tell you the small print, all right? The small print ain't found on the internet. The small print is not found on this website. The small print is what me and my team have learned by helping business owners apply for this government loan over the last year. We've helped over 1,050 business owners apply for this government loan. And I personally applied for myself on March 1st of this year. So the bold print, which is $10 billion, only need a 550 credit score. That's the bold print. But the small print can tell you the legit if you can get approved, right, or not, right? I actually did all the research that I needed to do, but specifically for my clients. Right now, if you go to the link in my bio on my TikTok or on my Instagram, you'll be able to get that small print. What is that small print? You need to know. You need to know specifically. You're going to need to know the details on how to apply. Well, how do I apply? So this is not an SBA loan. This is not a COVID-19 loan. Has nothing to do with PPP. Has nothing to do with EIDL. Okay, you guys. There is no online portal. There is no online website to apply for this government loan. Okay. In order to apply, you got to do some research. Okay, you guys. You got to do some research, and you have to find who I like to call. I like to call them the HNIC, the head niggas in charge. All right. So each state has their own representative who handles the SSBCI applications. So you need to find that person's email address and email them and ask them for the application. Here's my disclaimer. Hey, Ronnie, how are you? Don't laugh at me, ABC. I'm just being transparent. You want the professional one? The professional one is the representative. All right. Here's my disclaimer. Remember that this person is also the underwriting department. So this person is also going to be the one to approve you or not for this loan. So be very professional when you reach out to this person and ask them for the application. Here's what mine said. This is what my application said when I sent it to the HNIC in North Carolina, okay? I need likes, all right? Let's get likes and shares, especially on my TikTok. Hello, Instagram. I really go on Instagram. It's so funny. And YouTube, I definitely don't. Listen, if you guys want to follow me on other platforms, the links are in my bios on Instagram and TikTok. So that you can follow my YouTube, you can follow my Instagram. Those links are in my bio too. I'm gonna tell you what my email said to the HNIC in North Carolina. If you're ready for that, give me likes. I need 3,500 likes. We got 40 people on TikTok. Go ahead, click it. We all are holding the same device. That's what be so funny to me. Whether you're holding a tablet, an iPad, or a phone, our thumbs are free. Our thumbs are free. Just move it, guys. Just move it. Just move it. That's it. Love the likes and share the live. Again, I'm not an influencer. I don't get paid for TikToks. I get up here just to reach business owners who are so busy running their 9 to 5, right? So busy handling the household who don't have the time to find out about funding for their business. Like literally, I know how it is. They will likely check your IG. Who will likely check your IG on user 2896? I like questions. All right, so here's what my email said to the HNIC in North Carolina to apply for this $10 billion government loan. It says, hi, my name is Quality Jones. I own a small business consulting firm in Raleigh, North Carolina. Blow up the likes, share the live. Blow up the likes and share the live. I heard you were the person that I needed to contact to get the application for the SSBCI program. Could you please send that over so that I can fill it out and return to you for your approval? That's what my email said. Thank you so much, Mama Top. Thank you so much. All right, so no online portal, no website to apply online. In order to apply for this government loan, you have to do your own research. Find that person's email address who handles the applications in your state, okay? Or you can click the link in my bio, pay a $10 fee, and get it sent to your email. It's already set up. Also in that email, you're going to get the 4 minimum requirements that are not found on the application. The 4 minimum requirements that are found are articles of incorporation, business bank account, business plan, and a 550 credit score. But let's just be honest and let's just be real. If they're giving government funding to people with a 550 credit score, it got to be some small print, or what I like to say, some shit with it. Plain and simple, right? This is what you're getting sent to your email. That small print that is not found on the application that I learned from going through the process myself on March 1st. There are 18 documents that are needed for you to apply for this government loan, okay? 18 documents. Every time I ask, I name 3 of those documents, and every time I ask, people are like, what is that? This is why you need to click the link in my bio and pay the $10. You need to have an explanation of answers. You need to have an explanation of late payments. You need to have so many other documents that aren't your regular, okay? Get the 18 documents sent to your email, okay? Start getting your documents together. There are 7 sections of this government program. Each section gives you something different. There's a section of the SSBCI program that you can only spend the money on paying yourself as the CEO. There's a section of the SSBCI program that you can only spend the funding to hire W-2 employees, aka create more jobs in your community. There's a section of the SSBCI program that only can be used to buy vehicles, 18-wheelers, sprinter vans, box trucks, dump trucks, things like that. So you got to understand the 7 sections of the program so that you know who to go to ask for the money for that particular section. Whether you're going to a bank, whether you're supposed to go to a CDFI, a Community Financial Development Institute. Again, this government loan is being given to people with a 550 credit score. So y'all got to know they're going to be in your butt about documents, and they're going to make it kind of difficult, okay? It is the hardest loan I've ever applied for, and I've been doing this for a very long time, but it is very worth it. You can hire me and my team. We ready for you, friend, which is why we have our Black Friday sale. It is normally $1,500 just for me and my team to get started. Right now, you can get started for only $600 when you go to my website, and you're going to enter the discount code Friday, FRIDAY, qualityjones.com. qualityjones.com, qualityjones.com. That's my website. That link is in my bio too. So if you pay the $10 and you look at the information and you're like, nah, I don't get that, go ahead and go to my website 2 nights before the sale ends, $600. There's only a few spots for that discount. You're going to enter the discount code Friday. And again, that'll get you started for $600 instead of my normal $1,500. Next, the 6 requirements that are, so I didn't find this out until the end of the application process for this government loan. So they're looking for 6 things to be on your business website before they approve you. Also, I want to give you guys a heads up. Part of the application process for this government loan is you have to go in the office and you got to do an interview. So if you're planning on doing this application yourself, make sure that you're preparing yourself inside and out, because when you do that in-office interview, what they're listening for is that you didn't use AI to create your business plan. What they're listening for is to make sure you have a clear vision for every single dime you're going to spend this money on if they approve you for it, okay? It is a government loan. So no, I can't anything. That's going to be between you and the HNIC in your state. All right. This is a government loan. When you hire me and my team, you're not hiring us to guarantee you an approval. You hiring us to do all that other stuff that you know you ain't going to have time to do or understand how to do. It's about whether you value your time or you really want to BS yourself. You want to keep BSing yourself? Go ahead and get it done. All right. All right. So 7 different sections, 18 documents, 6 requirements that are not found on that application, and 6 requirements that are not found on the application that need to be on your website, and 4 requirements that are not found on the application. Click the link in my bio. I think it's on my my Instagram bio too. So the link is there. It says SSBCI application. It says SSBCI details. You can pay that $10 fee and it'll be automatically emailed to you. That's already set up. Let's switch it up. Let's talk about free money. Y'all know I like to talk about free money. Well, let's talk about grants. Now, a lot of you guys always ask me the same question. Do you write grants? And I can't get no grant writer. I am not talking about grants where you need a grant writer. I am not talking about grants where you need a grant proposal. I am not talking about grants where you need a business plan. Those are what I like to call level 2 grants, okay? Level 2 grants, you need a grant writer. But what most of you guys don't know is in order to even qualify for those type of grants, you got to get certified first, all right? So before you start asking, do you write grants or whatever, are you certified to be able to apply for those grants? You have to go through certification with the government system called SAM.gov. In SAM.gov, you're going to register yourself or certify yourself as a woman-owned business, minority-owned business, veteran-owned business, I think it's disabled-owned business, 8A certified business, HubZone certified. There's a lot of different certifications, but you got to go through that process first before you apply for those kind of grants. So right now we're going to talk about what I like to call level 1 grants, okay? Level 1 grants are grants that everyday companies or organizations come out with. So let's just say, because I like to do analogies, all right? Let's just say Sephora. Sephora says, I want to give away some money because I don't want to pay taxes on it next year. So they come out with a grant and they say how much they want to give away. They determine who they want to give it to. Only Black, bald-headed women who own consulting firms in North Carolina, right? They determine who they want to give their free money to, and they choose the winner. You got hundreds of business owners across the world who are applying for this grant, right? Sephora came up with how much? Sephora comes up with who they want to give it to. Sephora chooses their winner, all right? Ain't nobody else got anything to do with that. But Sephora is asking the same 5 questions that any other grant company or organization comes out with. This has been a pattern all year. They ask 5 simple questions. So I'm asking you, are you really not going to apply for free money for your business because you don't want to answer 5 simple questions? That is what's stopping you from getting $1,000, $500, $200,000, $100,000, whatever. That's what's stopping you. You don't want to answer 5 simple questions. Let's go into these 5 simple questions. If you're just joining my live, we're talking about free money for your business. Free money for your business. It's called grant money, okay? Not the grants that require you to hire somebody and write up some stuff and all of that. We're talking about level 1 grants. Level 1 grants ask 5 simple questions. Let me do this. Let me go ahead and give you a grant. If you're on my TikTok, this is a $15,000 grant. Go ahead and write down the name of it. $15,000 grant. As you can see, it is sponsored by Queen Latifah. If you're not on my TikTok and you would like to know the name of this grant, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you're on YouTube or Instagram. We're talking about grant money, free money for your business. Each company that comes out with this grant set their own guidelines. They determine how much they're going to give away. They determine who they want to give the money to, whether it's startup businesses who's only made less than 10 grand in revenue, businesses who's only made over 100 grand, businesses who are only ran by women. Like, they determine that, okay? And they also pick the winner. This particular grant that I'm talking about right now on TikTok, this is a $15,000 grant. You can apply for this in less than 15 minutes. Now, you're writing down a name on TikTok. Hey, Marcus, how you been, friend? Hi, Ronnie, how you been? You're writing down a name, but now you still got to go and you got to Google it and hope you end up on the right application, right? You still got to go. You got to research it. Now they even came out with this big old website. You got to read through pages and pages of this website to try to figure out if you even qualify for the grant. Ain't nobody got time for that, guys. We really, really don't. So anybody else, when you go to their YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, they're going to tell you to click a link in their bio, and you're going to download a list of grants. So you're going to buy a list of grants for about $100 is what I noticed other people charge. And they're going to update that list of grants bi-weekly, sometimes quarterly, things like that. I did something different. I actually partnered with a company who has an app. And from their app, you are able to see all the grants that's available for you. I think it's about 48 of them in the app right now. Okay. And you're able to apply for them from the palm of your hand in an app. Convenience out the wazoo. Let me show you how this rolls. Yes, the link is already up in the bio. It is a one-time fee of $25 just to get to see the grants, okay? Now, the app has many different features. Just like any other app, there's going to be some features you can upgrade. That's for paid members. You have a right to upgrade. There's many different memberships. You'll see the memberships right from the app. Right now, what you're going to be paying for is just to get access to the grants. Each one of these photos is a different grant. Each one is a different grant, AKA free money for your business. Right here, you're going to see the Queen Latifah grant I was just referring to. So now while you're standing in the Walmart line, I know some of y'all in Walmart right now shopping, you're spending money. You can now open up an app instead of TikTok or Instagram. You can see right from clicking on the grant whether or not you qualify. No going through pages and pages of a big website. And if you want to apply, you're going to click the button at the bottom. If you qualify, it's simple. It's simplicity. It's for those of you who value your time, or for those of you who are honest. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. You're not going to keep coming home from a long day and researching grant money. You're not going to do it, y'all. If that's what you've been doing, is a better way. Do you understand it's not easy, right? It's time consuming. So click the link in the bio. You're going to pay a one-time fee of $25. Go ahead and create your profile while I'm on live so I can help you if you need help. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to do that. Now, right now, I just told you about a $15,000 grant. There's so much money in this app, you guys. So my partners, they look for grants. They drop at least two new ones every single week in the app. Last week, I think it was 4 or 5 new grants. We had a $100,000 grant. We had a $200,000 grant. It was a $10,000 grant released last week. All those 3 was released by Tuesday. And then we got a $30,000 grant last week around Thursday or Friday. And then a $20,000 grant for Canadian small businesses last week. So last week, I think we had 5 or 6 new grants total, but we do at least 2 every single week. If you're on my TikTok, blow up the likes and share the live. I know you guys are kind of ventured off and went and click the link. If you're on my Instagram, please, you got the same setup that my TikTok followers have, which is being able to click the link in the bio and purchase the app for a one-time fee. I'm waiting on y'all. Just giving you guys a few moments to go ahead and purchase that. This is one of the grants we were talking about, $15,000 grant. They ask 5 simple questions: who you are, how did you come up with the idea of your business, what motivates you to keep going, how will your business impact your community, and what you're going to do with this money if they choose you. Those are the 5 simple questions that they asked you when you apply for these grants. 5 simple questions. Thank you for the balloons. I don't know how you're doing it. 5 simple questions stopping you from getting 15,000. Listen, this is the money that's going to hit right when you need it to. Y'all know that good old time frame after Christmas, but that little time frame after Christmas, but before income tax season, that's when that money gonna hit. And remember, it's grant money. So that means that you don't have to pay it back. You can spend it on whatever you need to spend it on, you guys, once it hits your business bank account. There's going to be grants in there for every genre. Or let me back it up. There's going to be a grant in there for any and every kind of industry. I'll use industry codes. There's going to be grants in there for different states. I mentioned a Canadian business grant that's out right now for $20,000. So it doesn't matter how long you've been in business. If you haven't even gotten in business yet, you're going to see a variety of grants in the app. Okay. Go ahead and click the link in my bio. Click the link in my bio. If you're just joining, we're talking about grant money, which is free money for your business. You can apply for this grant money within 15 seconds when you have the app. If you do not have the app, you're going to kind of be going back and forth with that. I noticed that most of my clients who have the app, they apply for about 7 to 10 grants a month. A month. Can you imagine having 10 applications out there of free money that it only took you a few seconds, a click of a button to apply for, and then you find out that you won it and it hit right on New Year's Day? Like, really, think about that. My last grant was a $5,000 grant, and I used it to do my beautiful new website, you guys keep saying. So it paid for me to hop in my vehicle, gas it up, drive all the way to Virginia, stay in a 5-star hotel for a night, go to a media company's professional studio, record professional videos, and redo my entire website with the professional videos. That's what my last grant did. Do you really think I would have set aside money to get that done if it wasn't for the grant money? Nah, I would have thought of any and every other reason to use that $5,000 on something else from here to eternity, right? So grant money can be used on whatever you want it to be used on. As a matter of fact, that same $5,000 grant, when I got back, well, before I went to Virginia to record the videos for my new website, I actually had a photographer come into my home and do professional headshots for my press release that went out to the president, vice president, and members of Congress before they flew me to the White House on September 13th. So the same photos that I used, the same grant money that I used to pay for a photographer went out as a press release to announce me as I call myself the HNIC, to help business owners in the Raleigh, North Carolina, and Charlotte area for members of Congress. So yeah, it can be used on whatever you need it to be used on. We're talking about grant money, you guys. If you have not applied for a grant so far this year, I'm gonna need you to get on that. Like literally while you're standing in line. I know someone said they were at the barbershop. Apply for it. Open it up. Yeah. Let me see what these comments are saying. To hire me, you're going to go to qualityjones.com. You're going to enter the discount code Friday to get $900 off my services. Friday. That's my Black Friday sale that ends tonight. Qualityjones.com. Someone has to pay in for you to break the bank. Wrong plan. I don't know what you're talking about, Jacobson. Startup included. Startup included for what, Roy? Are we talking about grant money, or are we talking about the SSBCI government loan? Hello, Dr. Prince Studio. How are you? We're talking about grant money, free money for your business that you don't have to pay back. For those of you where, it's just not in your budget today, as far as the $25 to purchase the app, here we go. I'm going to list some of these grants. You got to write it down and still go do your research just to find out whether or not you qualify or not. $100,000 grant called the Sephora Beauty Grant. $15,000 grant called the Lenovo Evolve Small Grant Program. $10,000 grant called the Verizon Small Digital Program. $1,500 grant called the Atomic Grant. $10,000 grant called the Restaurant Disaster Relief Fund. Those are just some of the grants. The link will stay up in my bio. Go ahead and click the link, get access to those grants, find out from the palm of your hand whether you qualify or not, or go Google them and figure out if you qualify after doing all that work. All right, you guys. I'll see you guys at the top or from the top. The choice is yours. Have a good evening.